16 Nigerian soldiers on a peace mission were surrounded by youths and killed on Thursday, 14th of March 2024 in Okuama Bomadi local government area of Delta State. In a statement issued on Saturday by a Director of Information at the Defense Headquarters, Tukur, the unfortunate incident occurred when the troops responded to a distress call after the communal crisis between the Okuama and Okoloba communities. He said the soldiers were from the 181 Amphibious Battalion. Among the dead were a commanding officer, 2 majors, 1 captain, and 12 soldiers. Some residents say they were there allegedly to arrest 3 high chiefs, but the community would not allow it. David Akata, the Vice President General of the Okuama community, has accused the Nigerian army of invading their community under the guise of unknown gunmen. According to Akata, armed men dressed in military uniforms arrived in Okuama from a speedboat and began shooting indiscriminately, resulting in the deaths of 3 community members and injuries to several others. Additionally, houses were reportedly set ablaze during the attack. On their way back, the soldiers were then ambushed by militants who surrounded them in 9 speedboats. The beheaded corpses of the slain soldiers were later recovered from neighboring rivers, while their stomach and hearts had been ripped off. President Bola Tinubu, the Senate, the host governor Sheriff Oborevori, as well as civil society organizations have condemned the gruesome murder of the soldiers and called for the arrest and prosecution of the perpetrators. President Bola Tinubu has authorized the military to apprehend the killers, adding that they will face the full wrath of the law. Politician and businessman Dumebi Kachiko on an Arise News morning show urged the government to avenge the lives of the soldiers, adding that a price must be paid for every Nigerian life that has been lost. In the wake of the unfolding events in the area, Nigerians woke up to the news early Sunday morning. Residents say some angry soldiers patrolling the creeks allegedly razed the village after their colleagues were killed on Thursday, even as residents of the coastal community fled to neighboring Ughelli. Eyewitnesses describe hearing gunfire and explosions. Human rights lawyer and activist Femi Falana has expressed sympathy for the bereaved families of the slain soldiers, but said the military authorities could have prevented the reprisal because of the country's past experiences in Zakibiam, Baramatu, and other places. He faulted President Tinubu's statement, saying, "We are in a democratic system. The president cannot order military authorities to fish out civilians involved in a heinous crime. That is the duty of the police." Falana further said those arrested should be handed over to the police and arraigned immediately, as this action would have doused tension in the coastal village. He faulted the idea of collective punishment, saying that it contravenes the Geneva Convention and other international laws to which Nigeria is a signatory. Popular activist and leader of the #RevolutionNow movement, Omoyele Sowore, has also raised concerns over recent violence in the Niger Delta region, following reports of alleged ambushes targeting Nigerian soldiers. In a statement released via social media, he noted a disturbing trend of calls for the Nigerian army to respond by leveling the affected communities, a response he underscores as constituting an international crime. He particularly urged the Nigerian army to exercise restraint and ensure that the rights of innocent civilians are safeguarded, cautioning against a repeat of past incidents where civilian rights were breached in similar circumstances. Nigerians are divided on this matter, some calling for justice for the slain victims on the one hand, and on the other hand, saying no to collective punishment or any reprisal attack from the army. For those calling for war, this is not the movies, it is real life. The atrocities of Odi in Bayelsa State are still fresh in the memory. 25 years down the line, and the people have not forgotten. On November 20th, 1999, natives of Odi woke up in the early mornings to a confrontation of bullets and rocket launchers raining down from the sky. It was supposed to be a federal government's diplomatic response to the alleged missing 12 police officers believed to have been killed by youths of that community. The military invaded Odi and brutally cut down everything standing: humans, animals, plants, and buildings. And in one moment, the entire community became a large forest of blood. Thousands were killed. Many more sustained life-threatening injuries. The conflict between Okuama and Okoloba communities in Delta State has a deep-rooted history spanning over a decade. Efforts to restore peace has been ongoing with interventions from the government, civil society, and concerned Nigerians. And so at this point, Nigerians are asking, what should be the way forward for communal clashes? Stay with us for more updates on this developing story.